stop doing this until spring. You fucker, look at that. God damn, that is unfortunate. This is day 2 worth of tiling. It doesn't line up as well as I wanted. This has like 2 lines of that, well, 1.5. Over here, I can only fit 1. You can't even see it. So yeah, it's kind of fucked up. Also, I thought everything was going to go right up to the edge. I thought it'd be close, but I thought I'd make it, but I was off by an inch. A full fucking inch. So what I'm going to do is cut all these 1 inch short, have these be the full length and go out, because they line up exactly with this door, and that's just by chance. So I'm going to do that, and then just cut those short again too. Yeah, this is about all I can do in a day, because now I got to go through, I got to let this dry for a little bit, then I got to take these things and fucking, this is dried for pretty long, and go like this. I don't have to, but I do it to fucking scrape all the extra mud that's in there out. Then I let it dry up and just vacuum over it. But when you do it like that, it gives you a lot more room to stuff grout into. And I feel like the grout makes it stronger than the shitty cement does. It's alright if some of it sticks up. I'm probably a little overkill with this, but I do it anyway. I don't know. I fucked up a lot of the lines on this. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. You know what I mean? And I never do like large ass rooms like this. I've only done like little walkways and shit. No, I guess I've done big rooms, but they probably turned out like this. Like there's spots where I just fuck these lines up. Let me see. Right, I want to say right there. It's pretty fucked. Maybe it's this one. This one? Yeah, see that shit? It's not that bad, but it's like this edge is a little crooked in. Whatever, dude. I'm fucking bad at this. But you can see this one sticks out, right? So this one is kind of like more inward. A little bit. So, I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, so I go through, I scrape up all the extra mud that's in this. Let it dry up. Vacuum it up. And then this is all pretty much ready to grout. I gotta go through and pick. There's spots where mud squeezes up between these things, and I didn't clean it off very well the first day of tiling, and it's gonna be a mess. So I'm gonna try and clean this one up better. But yeah, so this is like a solid afternoon. You know, 6 hours maybe. Nah, maybe not. Maybe 4 hours. I don't know. It's all I could do in a day, because I only have 200 of these spacers, and also I don't have a love of this game, and there's no room. I gotta move, once it dries, I gotta move all this shit over to here, and then fucking keep going. You know what I mean? It's hard to live and work in the same little spot that you're at. So yeah, that's it. But I'm getting somewhere. And then next week it's supposed to go up in the 50s one day. So I'm going to cut all the tiles that I need. Like this one here needs the tiniest little fucking bit of trim cut off there, and then this one here, you know, it'll go like that, and then this whole row up against here will be cuts. But I'm not gonna do those till the end, because I have a feeling it's gonna be uneven and it might be on a slant. So I want everything to be hidden behind this. Dude, look how I live. It's fucking crazy. There's just so much shit piled up. It's nuts. It's all getting cleaned out though. It's just been freezing for like 3 weeks now, raining and freezing. But it's gonna get warm again in a week or two, and I'm gonna move a lot of shit out to the empty bus so I can finish this up. Yeah, that's it. Oh shit, bought a guitar. Cheapest guitar I could find that had a okay rating. It was like 40 some bucks, I think. But it was an $80 guitar, but it's like it had a scratch or something. So I bought it for 40 bucks, and it's not that good. It doesn't matter, dude. I haven't played guitar in fucking almost 20 years. But it's fun. I fuck with it a little last night. I don't know. Oh shit, got these going? That's pretty nice, right? Got them on the dimmer. And they got get me to those. Alright. So here is the end of day 2. I pulled all the things. I scraped all the fucking mortar out from the cracks, or a lot of it anyway. I got an old toothbrush in there and this water, and I'm scrubbing down these circles, trying to get the stuff out from the middle so that there's a nice gap to stick grout in. The same all the way out to here. Those things, I'm just going to let them dry. Then tomorrow I'll take them outside and break all the cement off so I can keep reusing them. And I also, then with whatever was left in the bucket with mortar, I went and used it on this, because this had like a weird divot gap in it, and so I filled it up the first time. After day 1, I used what was left over, and I'm using what's left over now on here. So this is pretty even now. Good enough that I will be able to just clean up the edges and actually lay stuff on it once it's dry. I'm going to be using this tile in a strip on here, and then up the wall there, and then in here, same tile. Oh, I also put these in. These two. I'm using that just to hold it up. I'm sure I could probably pull it down at this point, but so those base plates, it's going to be that black tile that goes through there and around, right? And then the gray tile below it and above it. I hope I don't fuck it up. It seems ambitious, and I'm already fucking up a lot of this house. But we will see what happens. Alright. It's January 10th. I just dug a pretty long trench to... Okay. I probably should have started from the beginning. Around Christmas, maybe 2 days, 3 days after Christmas, we started getting all this rain and ice and shit here. And it's never stopped running underneath the cabin. The water just started going from, like over there, that hill, right? Through these rocks. You can even see there's like a shelf of water right there. I don't know if you can see that, but through these rocks to here, okay, over underneath there. I had dug a trench along here that's maybe a foot deep or so, out to this point, out to right there where the water tank is. Okay, now right there I just started digging this other trench. This trench here is filled up with rocks. This is just open. I just dug into it, and it's already starting to fill up a little bit. But I gotta stop for today because it's just too much, man. It's just too much. But I dug it all the way out to here. Hang on, I'm gonna flip this around. What the fuck am I doing? Alright, so like right up to there is filled with rocks. It's like a foot deep trench, right? What was happening was right here, I don't know if you could see there's like a little divot there. It was actually filling up with water and running underneath the cabin. And it's been doing that for maybe a week and a half. I have really clay soil, so I don't think it washed much away. But I won't be able to tell until I actually pull this sheeting off and look. And I'm not doing that until it's warmer. But the water was also coming out here, and most of it was coming out this way, going underneath the tanks, going through all these stones and shit, going through there and running. It was like a little creek running out that way. Now it's coming this way, running that way. I don't know if you could see the movement of water through that little ravine part right there. And it's just kind of running into this pit that I will dig deeper eventually. But for now, I just want to I want to let this shit dry out. It might not stop doing this until spring. Because, you fucker, look at that. God damn, that is unfortunate. Holy shit, that's ridiculously funny. Oh, you bitch. You fucking bitch. Damn it. I'm wearing these because the only pair of sneakers that I own are covered in like 2 inches of thick ass mud. And I tried washing them off and it was just squirting water down into my sock. Okay, so you see that? An hour ago there was a creek running through there. This was all moving water going from there out. You could see like the lines in the ground out to there. And these are like little trenches that I dug before just for the drainage part. And I dug this one here just thinking it would like, you know, kind of wick away any water that came out of this. But that is not the case at all. It fucking, this whole area here filled up because it's lower than this area. So now I have everything running down to there. And fucking tomorrow I will come out and fuck with this some more. But it should be good and it should kind of dry up my soil around here a little bit. I hope so, man. This shit, the last thing I need is for this fucking, the foundation on this, those blocks to get washed away. And this thing just to start collapsing and crumbling. I mean, eventually I could see it happening, but I need it to stay up for a couple of years. I don't want to deal with this fucking thing once it's in place. I want to move on to bigger and better. Oh, this is all mud. So, what I'm going to do is once this thing fills up and dries out, once it dries out, I should say, I'm going to just fucking dig a little deeper, combine the trenches, and then fill all this with stones. I'd put a pipe in there, but I think this is like real silty, and I think it's just going to jam it up. What a fucking mess. This shit sucks. I don't know why the water keeps coming too. It hasn't rained in like 5 or 6 days. So like, why is this water here? I think there might be like a little spring or something. Like a winter spring that kind of pops out over here somewhere. And just kind of soaks the ground. I'm not 100% sure. I don't understand how any of this works, but all this ground is soggy. Like anywhere you step here, it's pretty soggy, and anywhere where I've knocked the plants away, it is pure mud. And it doesn't dry. It's been probably 5 or 6 days since rain, and it doesn't dry. I dug this fucking trench the other day. Mud prints from these shoes, because this thing was completely filled up to there, and I was like, what the fuck? So I just kind of dug a trench so it would pour down that way, and it did, except for the low-lying shit. But there's still, you can't see it, but right there's still water coming from this higher spot into that pit, and then it fills this and it slowly trickles out that way. But like, where's that fucking water coming from? You know what I mean? It's got to be coming from uphill somewhere. It's just coming up from the ground. And I don't understand why it would keep doing that if it hasn't rained in a long time. So maybe somebody else here knows. I don't know. What the fuck? It's a pain in the ass.